Hello, CBS Army. Today we're going to be talking about Theta and Theta Fuel. We're going to discuss some of the big news around Theta and discuss the price analysis and price prediction of Theta and Theta Fuel. So let's get started. Welcome to Crypto by Sahar. In this channel, I'll recommend some of the underrated cryptocurrencies for life-changing gains. So if you love making money and cryptocurrencies, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Also, make sure to hit the bell icon so you can be updated on my videos. And remember, the giveaway is still live for 1,000 MEX tokens. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and follow the rest of the steps in the video description. Now let's look at some of the news around Theta and their upcoming timeline for future. So first of all, Theta Mainnet 3.0 is going to be live on 30th of June, where you'll be able to stake your TFuel. And if we head over to this tweet, it mentions that they've completed this milestone where 60% of Theta, total Theta, are staked. So this is a very big number, if you ask me, for any blockchain. Moving on to the details of Mainnet 3.0. First of all, what's going to happen is TFuel will be burned for each payment that is sent to the elite edge node. So at least 25% of that will be burned. So they're introducing, in short, a TFuel burning mechanism on each transaction. Also, they will be increasing the transaction fee, not by a lot, but this will be done to ensure inflation, right? So network fees will go higher, but there will be burning of at least 25% of each TFuel payment. And these TFuel that will be burned, they will go out of circulation. So proper burning will be happening. So they've given this example. I'm just going to skip that. You can take a look into this table, and it's going to show you that they are increasing the fees of the Theta fuel, but it's still comparable to Ethereum. And this is done to ensure that with time, this is the supply with inflation, and the fees that's burned is like going alongside the inflation. So the supply will reduce and the amount of TFuel burned will increase. So this is good for the tokenomics, right? They've just given an example that they forecast that NFT transactions of Theta smart contracts will reach around 600,000 transactions each day. And then that will account to 250 million TFuel being burned per year. So there's just one example of showing how this will work. And this has been incorporated in their update in their tweet around 10th and 11th of June. So this is done, but the rest of the stuff is coming on 30th of June. And since here it also states that you will be able to stake your TFuel as well. So that's also one of the things included in the Mainnet 3.0. All right, moving on to some of the setup news. So DHCV is now partnered as an enterprise validator along with big companies like Samsung, Google. So they're going to help build this network, Theta network, make it stronger by becoming a validator. So that's a big news. And we saw this came around 15th of June, and we saw this similar news from CAA joining this validator setup, and that this was around May 27th. So a follow-up on this thread. And moving forward, so Theta was mentioned in CNN's article that there are other altcoins that are gaining traction, gaining price action, and moving up. So in these two paragraphs, we see Theta being mentioned that we saw gain as much as 400% and Theta Fuel going 1700%. So And then there's another paragraph that outlines what Theta network does, right? We could cover that in a different video, but we all know it's a streaming network and it's all based on blockchain. So it's pretty exciting. And it's good to see that people are, big names are keeping an eye on it, and we're getting media mentions. Now, the timeline of Theta for 2021 involves mostly around the compatibility to Ethereum and also Web 3.0 tools and MetaMask integration. So these three things are the main outline of what they will be doing for the rest of the 2021, other than the changes that they've brought into the Theta crypto economics, right? So it's important to make sure that they stay intact and respect Ethereum and bring this cross-chain compatibility. And here they've also listed these 5 specific goals that they will be going through for the rest of the 2021. The Ethereum compatible RPC, remote procedure call, API, application programming, interface suite, smart contract developments tool, truffle suite and remix integration, MetaMask integration, and other components like Web 3.0, JS, and Ether.js, Web3.js, and Ether.js. So these are the 5 technical stuff that they will be looking into the rest of the 2021, aside to the crypto economics changes that we saw earlier that they will be bringing in Mainnet 3.0. Now let's look at the short to medium term price analysis and price prediction of Theta USDT pair. So I have the Binance pair of Theta USDT 4-hour chart pulled up in TradingView, and I've plotted a couple of things. Let's go over them. So first of all, I'm seeing a horizontal resistance around 9.9 or $10. That's a very strong resistance. We have seen this touch multiple times. And what I'm seeing is an ascending triangle with a higher lows. And right now it hasn't done another significant pullback to the trend line, which is good. We could see another pullback around $8.5, which is where you could think about buying it. If you open super trend, it'll also show you this nearest support, which is around 8.5. The worrying support could be around $7.6 that I've drawn here. So if you're looking to buy Theta for this short to medium term price action, you could perhaps think around $8.5 for the pullback and then ride above, since there's still like 12 days to mainnet. But yeah, if we are seeing a breakout, proper candles, 2, 3 candles, 4 candles above $9.9, $10, then we're seeing as much as 15%, 30%, and 57%, like levels around 11, 13, 15.8. So these are some of the levels that we could potentially think if it breaks this strong resistance around $9.9. So this is what I think what's going on in Theta's chart. And be wary of the volatility. Make sure you don't jump in right now. It is pretty much high at this point. If it breaks $9.9, stays above it for a while, then it's a confirmed breakout, and then you can perhaps think about riding it. But right now, it will be better to just test this $8.5 support, and then if it bounces off from that, just take that trade, and then put a stop loss around this region or below this region, depending on how risky you want to play. All right, so that's pretty much it on Theta's price prediction. Now let's look at the short to medium term price analysis and prediction of Theta Fuel. So I have the Theta Fuel 4-hour USDT chart on Binance, the Binance pair on TradingView. I'm seeing similar trends on ascending triangle, trying to break out again and again. We saw somewhat of 3 breakouts. This was a fake breakout, this is a proper breakout, and this is another breakout with respect to the 0.56 level. But for the one I'm talking about, the resistance it has to break is 0.61. If we're seeing a 0.6 and 0.61 above Theta Fuel for a couple of candles of 4-hour, That's a confirmed breakout, and we could potentially think about Theta fuel in a world that is worth $1, right? So I've done another pitchfork here, which is taking up the price action with respect to the 4-hour price action, like this move up, down, and then projecting it forward into the space that could happen in future. So usually pitchfork is used in like extreme price action movement. We know this is a big setup for mainnet 3.0, and this could potentially push the price way higher than we could expect, right? So we need to take advantage of this price movement. So the pitchfork is saying that currently it is in the third channel from top, or it has left the bottom channel and it has come into the second the green channel, we're saying. So as long as it stays around this and like potentially follow this trend line, green trend line above, then we're good, right? We can think about this projecting to 0.9 and $1 Theta fuel, and it is definitely possible. 0.9 is the Fibonacci 0.236, and 1.1 is a bit tough, but 0.9 and $1 is pretty possible. But it's not going to happen pretty soon. I mean, it's going to take some time. We could see this pullback. If we're willing to buy Theta fuel, you could try to get it around this this support. So this trend line, or around here, 0.5-ish range, right? So this is one of the levels you can think on buying, and then we can set your stop loss with respect to either if you're buying in the very bottom of the pitchfork level, then somewhere around this region, or perhaps this Fibonacci 0.4 if you're more risky. But yeah, this is what I think is projecting perfectly on to 0.9 and $1. If everything goes smooth, we will see some price action on our way up. So look out for that. And that's pretty much it on the price analysis for TFuel. Now, although I've given pretty optimistic price predictions for Theta and Theta fuel, you should remember that a couple of things are coming around the end of June that could potentially cause some turmoil and some volatility, or somewhat of a downward price movement. So first of all, we have this option expiry set out to be on 25th of June 2021, and whenever we saw options getting expired, we saw this dip and then recovery, right? Dip, recovery, dip, recovery. And then similarly, we could see somewhat of a some sort of correction and then moving upwards. So if you're a long-term holder, it doesn't matter to you, right? Just make sure you get the right price. Do not buy too high. Do not buy at the breakout before confirming it. And lastly, we're also seeing an option expiry of Ethereum around 1.5 billion, same date. And we saw, just giving an example, on 26th, we saw Ethereum plunging 17% in 5 days. And this time, there are 30% more in value, the options that are set to expire on 25th. So just be safe. Don't just blindly go into the trades. Make sure you have proper stop loss, and proper entries, proper buy orders with respect to whatever you're looking to buy, either Theta and Theta fuel. I'm most excited about Theta fuel because it is still, I think, half of that of Theta's market cap. So there's still room to grow on Theta fuel, considering that there's going to be inflation now. But I think it's still taking a pump. It will correct around 0.5 to 0.45, or maybe around 0.4. We could see a pullback and then another push. And if everything stays above the resistances, we could even see a Theta fuel in a world that is $1, right? So that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think about Theta Fuel and Theta. And make sure to hit the like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.